And good evening, everyone, and welcome to ABC24 Weather Impact Now. I'm ABC24 meteorologist CJ Cartledge here. I hope you all have enjoyed the second and first day of school for some areas who have just started school for today. It was pretty hot out there, as I had mentioned in the previous forecast the last couple of days, and hopefully you all continue to drink plenty of water because it's going to be hot heading into tomorrow as well. Let's take a quick look at current conditions across the region as of right now. We are dealing with mainly the upper 80s and lower 90s across the area as we look through our East Memphis Tower camera. We're looking Clark Tower in the distance there. As you can see, if you could see the little flag on the top of Clark Tower, we are dealing with a little bit of a breeze here at the very moment, more than likely coming in from the north. But at the surface, we're dealing with southerly winds, which is why our temperatures are high as they are as of right now. Around Batesville looks to be the temperature of 93 degrees, 89 for Memphis, 91 for Corinth, and Oxford sitting around 90 degrees as of right now. But we aren't dealing with any rain showers at the very moment. No sense of relief is on the way, at least in terms of the rain showers here. We aren't expecting any pop-up storms for today, let alone for tomorrow as well. But we could see some pop-up storms heading into our Friday coming up. Here's a look at temperatures across the region at this very moment. 89 for Memphis, more areas that is, around 90 for Covington, Bolivar, 90 degrees as well. Tunica and Clarksdale sitting at 92 degrees and around 91 for Forest City. In terms of heat indexes right now, though, we are still feeling a little bit of humidity, making that feels like temperature a couple degrees higher than actual temperatures. In some areas, not much of a difference in others here. And we are seeing a slightly lower heat indexes as compared to our actual temperatures by Memphis, possibly more than likely due to that wind that we are seeing here is what we saw in the live camera just before. It feels like 95, though, by Truman and Forest City, and it feels like 96 by Clarksdale at the very moment. And in northern Mississippi, more than likely feeling like the mid and upper, lower to mid 90s, excuse me, for those areas. But heading into tonight, we will be dealing with temperatures dropping to a very similar range, which will be the mid and upper 60s. Some even the lower 70s, and some, meaning Memphis, being one of the only areas reaching into the lower 70s out there, more than likely due to the urban heat island. But as we move into tomorrow, we should start to see temperatures rise maybe a degree or two higher, and those heat indexes rise a degree or two higher as compared to where they have been throughout this week as well. We've been dealing with low humidity throughout this week so far. We'll deal with that for tomorrow, but maybe not so much heading into this upcoming weekend, which I would explain in just a little bit. Here's a look at temperatures for tomorrow, by tomorrow afternoon for that matter. Tunica 97, 95 by Memphis, 96 for Clarksdale, 94 for Holly Springs, around 93 for Covington, Bolivar, 93 as well, 94 for Corinth, and around 95 degrees by Forest City for tomorrow afternoon. Heat indexes on our Thursday will reach very close to, if not reach, just the 1 or 2 degrees above that triple-digit mark across the region. So once we start to see those triple-digit feels-like temperatures once again, that's when we can start to raise our concerns for symptoms of heat stroke and heat exhaustion. You definitely have to check on your elderly people as well as the people in your family that might be sensitive to the heat and sensitive to, you know, the higher humidity days that we may see through the rest of this month, or at least through many days of this month. We're looking at a forecast feels like high of 99 near Memphis and Tunica, 101 by Clarksdale, and feeling like the mid and upper 90s pretty much in almost every area around the mid-south here. Around 93 looks to be the forecast. Feels like high by Dyersburg. Looking at our muggy meter, though, just as mentioned before, low humidity through today and tomorrow. Not so much heading through our Friday and into Saturday here. Now, how will our temperatures be affected as a result of the next impact that's coming towards our way, which I'll explain in just a few minutes or so. We are expecting temperatures to drop a little bit, maybe a couple degrees heading into our Friday and into Saturday as well. Coolest day of the week may be on our Saturday before temperatures rise back into an uncomfortable range heading into Sunday and Monday. And we'll be dealing with high humidity along with temperatures near 94 to 95 degrees starting on Sunday through next week as well. And that's going to cause our feels like temperatures to rise well into the 90s, if not the lower triple digits out out there. We may continue to climb as we move through much of the next work week here. Now, what is a heat index here? I just want to explain to you all, for those that may not know, is what we also call a feels-like temperature. It happens when you're basically when your body evaporates sweat. It tries to cool down by that process. High humidity means that sweat cannot evaporate as much because it acts like a blanket on you. If you walk outside and you just feel humid conditions out there, that's all the very small water particles just hugging onto your skin, and it's not allowing for heat to escape your body, which is what it usually does to try and cool down, and it makes your body feel hotter here. Just act like you're putting a blanket on and walking outside. It's pretty much the same as walking outside during a hot and humid day. So that's heat index, and that's why we are starting to see those heat indexes reach a little bit higher than those actual temperatures. Denotes that the humidity is going to be rising soon. But looking at the next weather impact for you, we have some weekend storms on the way. Now, what will this bring? This will bring us a slight temperature drop heading into this weekend, and it will also bring some pop-up storms heading into our Friday and into Saturday. It's mainly due to a cold front that will be approaching the region from the north, and it's going to stall right before it reaches us, but it's still going to bring some showers and storms into our area, even though the front will stall. But by the time we reach next week, drier and warmer conditions are expected across the region. Now, we've been dealing with this high pressure system all week long, but it's expected to weaken and move off to the north and east as we move into the daytime hours for our Thursday. But that cold front will still approach from the north and west, and that's going to stall out there, which is why it changed from mainly a blue color to that red and blue color there. That denotes a stationary front. Stationary meaning still. We are still expected to see some storms out of this. As you can see, a couple of storms moving in on our Friday, and we could also see some storms heading into our Saturday as well, more than likely during the daytime hours and potentially into the afternoon as well. Here's a look at our hour-by-hour forecast. I'm going to take this all the way back to start from where we are for today here. So moving through the overnight hours for tonight, not much is really expected to go on. Maybe a couple clouds passing by, but that's pretty much it. Moving into early Thursday morning, we could see a cloudy start to the day, but clouds are expected to clear heading into the daytime hours for our Thursday. And as we move into Friday, though, we could start to see some scattered showers and storms, as you can see by the time we hit the afternoon hours. It will mainly be pop-up storms before they start to dissipate heading into the evening hours here. Here's a look at some details associated with summertime storms. As you may already know, they more than likely remain isolated in nature, and with these storms we can expect for Friday and into Saturday as well. They may still remain isolated pop-up storms here. Usually don't last long. They bring some downpours with some gusty winds as well. So always remember, when thunder roars, please go indoors. We actually have a flash flooding threat heading into our Friday and spilling over into the overnight hours as well. It encompasses mainly the northwestern half of the region. That's a level 1 out of 4 on the flooding risk scale. We were not expecting much rain out of this cold front that will pretty much stall here just by the mid-south here as we move into the weekend coming up. But as we move through the next 7 days, still not much rain is expected for the mid-south. Here's a look at your full 7-day forecast, though, whereas we wrap up this forecast, we're expecting highs to reach into the lower to mid-90s heading into our Thursday. Friday is when conditions start to cool off a little bit. We'll see a little bit of a stunt in that rising or heating trend as we move into our weekend coming up, and we'll start to see rising temperatures moving into Sunday and Monday and Tuesday as well, staying in the same range heading throughout much of the next work week, while that humidity remains high around the mid-south. So make sure to continue to take care of yourself by drinking plenty of water, and check on those who are sensitive to the high heat and humidity out there. It's definitely going to be important as we move into next week for sure. And make sure you keep that umbrella handy heading into the weekend. Now, coming up after the break, we will be talking about our regional forecast with meteorologist Daniel McDonald. Make sure to stay tuned for that. We'll have more interesting videos coming up later in the show.